Welcome to another Naked Sound review with me, Danny Stewart, for BassJapanDirect.com. And today's bass is this gorgeous Sugi NB5 Nightbreed 5 in a limited color, which is this beautiful matcha green. It looks a little bit greener than it's kind of bluish green in this video, but actually it's really like matcha. It's gorgeous. So this was made around 2013 or 2014, I believe, and the construction is amazing. You've got I think it's a one-piece ash body actually. They usually make one-piece bodies, and this one is white ash. It's a little bit weighty. This bass weighs 4.6 kilograms all in all, but it balances beautifully. And it has a three-piece aqua timber neck. Aqua timber is salvaged wood that's been waterlogged for decades probably, and then it's treated, dried out, and it's very, very stable indeed. So you know, it's environmentally conscious as well, because it's using salvaged materials too, and that's costly as well, because salvaging the wood actually costs more than you know, just cutting new wood down. So but that's what I like about Sugi, is, you know, they're environmentally conscious, and I think that's important in this day and age. It absolutely rips. Wow, it's just great. As you can hear, I'm just going through various settings on this right now. It's a 34-inch scale, and the pickups are wood capped. They're actually wood encased in beautiful. Looks like it's a Clara walnut casing, and then like a flame. It's a flame chestnut or maple top. Gorgeous stuff. And then you've got the bat inlay here, the logo, and the maple fretboard. Insane. Just insane, yeah. So anyway, I'll start with the rear pickup, toned down, and play the bass line, melody, solo, etc. Do now is just move on and do more specific settings on the bass in terms of pickup selection and tone. In the short intro there, you heard me playing a few different things, slap and rear pickup tone as well, just for a general overview. But now let's go into a bit more detail. So we'll start with rear pickup with the tone down. And by the way, there's a lesson portion at the end of this. You can get the backing track at my website, and you can download the tabs there too. And if you stay around until the end of this video, you'll get a lesson on breaking down this riff. and how to play it slap style as well as fingerstyle. So anyway, rear pickup, tone down. Now with the tone up. So there we go. Now let's go balanced and do a bit of slap with the tone up. Alright, so that deals with the slap, the tone up there. And just by contrast, that's how it sounds with the tone down. Like that. And then front pickup with the tone up. Let's do a little bit of picking. You know, so it's got a nice biting tone for that, and of course by contrast, tone down. You know, and then let's do a little bit of palm mute style as well. You know, so and then just playing close to the neck as well for real round tone. Yeah. Alright, so thanks for watching the review part, and now we're on to the lesson part of this video. So we're dealing with playing in odd time signatures, and this one is in 5. Now 5 is famously divided into 3 and 2, such as take 5 bass line. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So very clearly divided into 3 and 2, with the with crotchets falling on the 4th and 5th note of the bar. Whereas my bass line is a little bit different. It is divided. You could divide it into 3 and 2. You could look at it as being 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could look at it as being 3 and 2 there, because there is the root note does fall on the 4. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So it does fall on the 4 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's clearly there. So let's look at the 2 portions of that. The 3 section. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's just focus on that for a moment. What notes are we playing there? We're only going to use 3 strings on this bass line. Just the open E, I'm going to use the A string, and we're going to be playing the 7th and the octave. That is a 3-section 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so and then the next part is 4, 5, 4, 5. So that's just 2 beats, but 4, 5. And the note comes after 5, just slightly. 5e and. So if you're counting as 16th notes, it's 5e and. 5e and 5e and. So it's an 8th note, 5e and. Up, down, boom, 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 so it's just an 8th note, isn't it? So that's the pattern. But what happens with that 5th note, each time it raises a semitone. The rest of it is exactly the same. It's just E, D, E, D, E, minor third. Then it's the same, but that minor third raises a semitone each time. So the next one is G sharp, then it's A, then it's a B flat, and on this B flat you put this run, which is just going down B flat major diatonically. So the whole thing goes. And that's it, right? But you can also, what I do is I sometimes double up the octaves, just to make it sound stronger. So that's one way of doing it, and that's on I was on the front pickup there. So that pattern is detailed on my website. You can get the tabs and the backing track as well to learn that pattern. And another thing that I do is add some more detail to it, just more rhythmic interest. And once you've got that down, you could start. You know, so it gets a little bit more percussive. So also that is also detailed as well. So it's a very useful thing to practice, I think, playing in odd time signatures. And I also recommend trying to slap it as well. You know, and to slap this bass line, it's not that difficult really. Now that you've learned the bass line fingerstyle, just replace the A string parts, the E and A string parts. It's only 3 strings, remember, on this bass line. Just replace that with your thumb. And you can play the dead note before the pop note, so that you know, so it gives it a little bit of percussive element. I play a lot more dead notes. I play boom, boom, boom. I actually use boom, boom, I actually play a dead note, plucked dead note on the D. I'm playing 2 actually, so it's a little bit more complex. the pattern that I use, but I suggest just taking the simple one. The reason I do those dead notes is more just for feel and maybe also timing, accuracy. In some cases it might be a bit too busy, and it might be better just to simplify, you know. But anyway, that's food for thought. So enjoy that. Download the tabs and the backing track from my website, or just stream it if you want. It's all available there in the subscriber member area. If you're not a member yet, you can easily subscribe at the link, and you know, it costs what, $5 a month to access all of the tablature content there and backing tracks that are there now, and I'm adding to it fairly regularly now that I've got things flowing. So you know, there will be more lessons coming soon. So thanks a lot again for watching another Naked Sound review incorporating a lesson, and see you again.
Thank you.